Hello, and welcome to the TechTuesday live show. So, usually this is the part of the show where we wait to make sure that we're actually live and on the right channel and everything, because we have screwed that up before. So we want to double check and make sure as I open up my Facebook app. I don't have Facebook on my phone anymore.
Oh no!
So I totally forgot about that. Oh well. So right now we have one viewer. So I think we're live. I think we got
live enough.
Live enough. Right. So,
live-ish.
There we go. Yep. Thank you, Liz, for letting us know that we are live. She can see us, so the world can see us.
Thank you, Liz.
This is the TechTuesday live show for June 6th. It's 0606, which is neat.
Yeah.
Well, if it was
I'm glad it's not 3 6s.
Yeah, if it was 2006, it'd be a little cooler. But I mean, that already happened. So
yeah.
So it's kind of old news. But yeah, let's see here. So my name is Josh, and you are?
I'm Neil Anuskiewicz.
Nice. Is that Anuskiewicz?
Polish name. Don't try to pronounce that 3 times fast. It's impossible.
All right. Yeah,
nobody can do it.
We're in our light T-shirts today because it's a very warm day outside right now. Where it's like 80 degrees outside, and that may not sound like much to some of you out there, but trust me, it's a lot. You don't know how this feels. You don't understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you walked all over the place, yeah.
So Neil here. You're here to talk about the Eugene Nonfiction Book Club, which just started up. It's some sort of a brand new meetup. You've had how many actual meetups so far? How many events?
So far, we've had one meetup, and it was actually here at one of these tables right outside. And we have 2 scheduled on the calendar, and I'm very excited. The first meetup was very dynamic and very lively conversation. So I'm excited about the group.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So why did you form the Eugene Nonfiction Book Club? I know that there was you talked about it a little bit on I know there was like a Switchboard post, maybe some Slack stuff going on, but like why were you like, we're going to make it happen?
Yeah, well, the reason, I've lived in Portland for many years before Eugene, and up there I started to kind of niche book club on outdoor literature. This time, the original conception was a technology book club, but then I thought, okay, that's what I first named it, is the Eugene Technology, and then I thought, this sounds very much like it's about textbooks, and we're going to read textbooks, and that wasn't my intent, and I had like maybe 4 people joined or something, and I thought, okay, I'm going to expand this a bit, because, to be more appealing to a broader audience. So I changed it to Nonfiction Book Club. Maybe we're up to about 35 members, and I'm interested. I generally read nonfiction books such as memoirs, biography, that kind of thing. To be honest, I'm not super into nonfiction novels and all that sort of thing. So I wanted kind of a niche group, and so I formed it for that reason. That's the kind of book I like. I like a book where you kind of learn something, kind of at the same time of having fun. I mean, you learn something from fiction too. Don't get me wrong, but this is kind of what I enjoy.
It's a different kind of thing, right?
Exactly.
That leads really nicely. It's like so obviously, in the book club you're reading nonfiction, right? It's in the name of the book club. But is there any kind of sort of theme that you're more interested in? So are you planning on sticking with sort of biographies or histories or self-help books or science books or things like that? Or are you just kind of all over the board with it?
Well, I would say I'm trying to get a feel for what people want. So I don't want to say this is the kind of book, but I would say from the first poll that I did, the general vibe I got was that the people who joined so far seem to be people who want to read books about, and this is probably because of the original intent of the group, people who want to read about books that discuss the intersection between technology and culture and society. So that would be definitely high on the list. And interestingly, spirituality is high on the list of things that people are interested in, and that happens to be an interest of mine. So that will be on the list, spirituality. So an example, there's a new accessible translation of the Vita. That would be the kind of book, perhaps. The first book we read was the biography of Elon Musk, which sparked that was the first group, that was the first meeting in it, a very lively discussion. I really enjoyed it. It included an AI expert, a retired professor from UO, and a psychology professor. That's a great thing about university town. You can get some people who sort of are experts in certain areas. And people had a lot of passion about AI, so the second meeting is going to be about artificial intelligence. And then I did a poll and found out that it's sort of a self-helpish book was very high on people's list, so that went on the calendar. It's thinking fast and slow, gives a sense of the kind of book we'll be reading. So I would say, if I had to summarize, but I'm being flexible to the needs of the members, I would say memoir, biography, technology would be some of the themes there.
Yeah. So it really is kind of fairly broad and nonfiction, right? Not so much necessarily histories, right? Perhaps other than biographies, of course, but you're not going to maybe a World War II book or something isn't necessarily.
So far, based on the members, a straight history or Immanuel Kant, philosophy or something like that is probably not going on the list.
Yeah. But it's still, should numbers change, maybe they'll be open to doing different kind of books and stuff like that. So that's really good. That's really good to hear that it's kind of more open and more based on what the group kind of wants to read.
Yeah.
That's I think a really cool thing to do. So I mean, you already answered my questions for me, right? Because you did go over like how your meeting went. It went really well, right? No, it's all good. It's perfect. It's the less I talk, the better. So because I got a lot of talking to do after that. so your first meeting went really well then. It went because I was following it on Meetup a little bit, the seats filled up pretty fast.
Yeah.
And so I think only had a few empty seats left, and so it was a pretty full meeting.
Yeah.
So it must have gone pretty well.
Yeah.
Nice.
Not everybody shows up, as anybody who organizes a meetup knows, and that's totally cool. But the people who did were really into it, so that makes up for a lot. The people who show up are,
Yeah, that's awesome. So you mentioned what your next meeting. It's you said it's going to be about artificial intelligence. Did you say?
Yes. One of the members. So the conversation was pretty lively throughout about Elon Musk. There's this guy. He brings out strong emotions. Let's just put it that way. So like the electric car thing, the rockets, all of it brought up some passions in the members. But once we hit artificial intelligence, it went to a whole new level, and that was my signal that there's something there. And based on suggestion, I actually ended up swapping out a book I had scheduled, Thinking Fast and Slow, which several people had said was this outstanding book on how to think, essentially, and also many about the mistakes that are common, logical mistakes that people make in their thinking. And some people were saying it's the best book on that topic, on how to think. So sort of self-help in a sense.
So instead of just like canceling that book, you like shifted it to the...
Yeah, but that turned out to be sort of a mistake, because I put up a poll and I just kind of went all over the map on the type of books, and that book ended up being at the top of the list, and I immediately put it back on the calendar. And so now we have the artificial intelligence book, which is a quasi-philosophical book, because nobody really knows. But the idea being, there seems to be the pessimist, artificial intelligence pessimist. Artificial AI is going to get you, open the pod bay doors type of thing. and then there's the optimist type of approach, and there doesn't seem to be all that much middle ground. This book came highly recommended, so I think it's called Our Final Adventure. Invention.
Our final invention.
Our final invention. Our
like
last invention. Like the last thing that humans do.
I like it.
Like our AI's taking over from there, sort of singularity type of thing. And so that's the next book. That's July. Then August is the Thinking Fast and Slow. And then I hope to, by that time, I've taken a reading from the group and figured out September. Summer can be kind of a slow. I've ran book clubs in the past and are coordinated, and summer can kind of be a slump for various reasons. But when the weather turns rainy, there tends to be a pickup. I hope summer works out. So I hope to, over the next few months, to get a feel for what people want and pick accordingly for the fall, maybe a poll or what have you.
Right, so you're kind of planning on having sort of one meeting every month?
Yeah.
That's sort of the idea. So when are you planning these meetings? Like what day? Like when is your next meeting planned? You know exactly yet? Or
Yeah, they're on the calendar. If you look up the on Meetup.com, if you look up the Eugene Nonfiction Book Club, you'll see the meetups.
Yeah, and do check out in the comments and the description if you're watching on YouTube. There'll be a link to the book club meetup that you can access. So do go there.
Yeah, if you like reading and talking about it, I'm looking for a relaxed community of people who are interested in these sort of topics. I do tend to I intend to try to insert a kind of tech focus in there somewhere, but it's definitely not, it's not a technical discussion by any means.
Yeah. So it's open to everybody. Right?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
So people can find it's just on Meetup.
Meetup, and there's a Facebook group that I started to try to promote it a little bit.
Okay.
And maybe I'll put it on Twitter or something like that.
Okay. But you are definitely. Do you have a Slack channel yet?
For that?
Yeah.
Not yet.
Should set that up.
That's a good idea.
Make that happen.
Yeah. And then there's Zapier to integrate it all. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Post it and have it go to everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah. So check out the Eugene Nonfiction Book Club. Check it out on Meetup, on Facebook. Join the Slack. See what's going on in there. We'll see about getting the Slack channel for the book club. See about making that happen. Yeah. But thank you. That really is everything. Excellent interview. Thank you very much for coming on to the show.
Yeah.
Really do appreciate it, and good luck with your book club.
Thank you.
Having everything work out and having it be interesting from now till the end of your days, I suppose.
Yes,
at least your days in Eugene.
Yeah, if a book club lasts that long, that would be a success. Yes. Thank you. I hope that's a long time. So. Yeah. Thank you.
All right, so we're gonna continue the show. Don't forget your microphone. Don't forget to take that off.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Neil. So that was Neil talking about his book club. I'm gonna scoot this in a little bit here because, as we discussed last time on the show, Mark is not actually here today, so I'm all by myself. Again, thank you very much, Neil, for coming on and doing all that, but we're just going to get on with the show. It's going to be a little bit of a short one today. Oh, there goes my other microphone. Sorry, that's probably a little loud. Sorry about that. So that was our special guest. Let's move on to the blog showcase. So this one, it's a nice little short article, like really refreshing read, called Viva la Roboticist Amateur. It's all about, it's Jeffrey Gormaga gives a preview of a couple of cute and possibly deadly robots that will be at the Eugene Maker Faire this Saturday. So it's a little sort of preview of what you might be able to see at the Maker Faire from the Eugene makers and what's going on with that. do check it out on the blog, eugenetech.org/blog. It's right there, or just go to the website. There's a link. Do check it out. It's pretty cool. And so, yeah, that's the blog showcase. Do check it out. Gonna move straight on to Eugene Tech jobs. You can tell that not having someone to bounce off of is a little weird, but we're gonna make it work. So, Eugene Tech jobs. We got some jobs today. Again, thank you very much, Michael Hess, for putting it all together. Always a pleasure to read the latest jobs posting. But let's just get right to it. So, Info Group Northwest is looking for a software and virtualization engineer, and also looking for a senior support analyst. Feynman Group is looking for a network technician and a C# developer. Cumulus Media is looking for a chief engineer, which Cumulus Media being the radio situation is not sort of a typical IT job. It's more of a, you'll need to know more about radio technologies and broadcast technologies in order to really succeed at that one. The City of Florence, which is still in Lane County, is looking for an IT manager. Lane Transit District, their wonderful bus system, is looking for a director of information technology. And the East West Tea Company is looking for an IT desktop support analyst. So if any of those seem interesting to you, do check them out on eugenetechjobs.com. It's in backwards of vision. Check it out in backwards of vision at Moxdorlgerlectenigen. Check it out there. So, moving right on to the Switchboard Picks. I got some Switchboard today, and I'm very sorry for not being able to get to the promotion of the Switchboard posts lately. It's been very busy. We're going to work on possibly getting another body to do some Switchboard moderation so that we can actually make sure we get those posts boosted. But if missed your posts and they haven't been boosted or haven't been commented on yet, don't worry. I will be doing that when I get home tonight or soon after or tomorrow. So your stuff will be gotten to. But first, let's do some. I'll do a bit out of order today. Gonna talk about some interesting ones on the show. So first, Nate Nicholas is looking for an Android app developer. Wants to build a spiffy new app. Quote, spiffy new app. He only asks that you send a resume, cover letter, work, and code samples to an email address that he provides. So no real info on this. Kind of a mystery, kind of black box project. But if you're an Android app developer looking for a bit of a side hustle, then check it out on the Switchboard. Post by Nate Nicholas. Thank you very much. Also, as I mentioned before, and as I'll mention again, the Eugene Maker Fair is coming up on Saturday. Mark Davis is looking for a musician for the Eugene Maker Fair. You'll be by the beer garden and food truck, and they actually have a small budget for you for your performance. Feel free to contact Mark directly about it if you're a musician who is looking to fill a slot at the Eugene Maker Fair. Get your name out there and maybe get a little bit of funding, maybe. I don't know. Talk to Mark about it. He will be more than happy, I'm sure, to set things up and get things going for you. Also, and this is, we might have a good old situation of some connections happening on the Switchboard, but CM, the enigmatic CM, is looking for after-hours or weekend surplus side work. So this individual is looking for some info dealing with any after-hours/business/weekend tasks. Anything from helping with server rollouts, running virus cleanup, to simple lifting a few servers from the rack so you can install new SAN. Short-term or long-term, they have 8 years of work history with hardware repair, commercial server desktop support, etc., etc. But not a college-level kid or entry-level person. They're just looking for some, I guess, some extra sort of cushion in the bank. So if you're looking for someone to do that kind of work, sort of after hours or weekend, contact CM on the Switchboard. I'm sure they'll be more than happy to talk to you about it and see what's going on. So that's the Switchboard today. We had more posts than that, but we got to kind of be picky. The show, we don't want the show to go on for a full hour. That would be a little ridiculous. It has gone on for that long before, and it is a little ridiculous. So we're going to move right on to the events. So Wednesday is a big day. So this is, of course, the first full week of the month. And so lots of stuff going on, especially on Wednesday. So of course, as the Game Startup Coffee Meetup, going to be here, actually right there, like on one of those two tables right over there that you can't see, but I can. Going to be here at the Barn Light, 9 a.m. It's a great event if you're interested in games or game development or anything like that. But we're going to talk about all this stuff. So 9 a.m., also at 9 a.m. at Furry Lab is the Open Mentor Hours. So they do this, I believe, every month. Go there, talk about with your business ideas or business plans or anything like that. Talk to some mentors who have been, through the fire a couple times about your ideas and plans, and get things kind of nailed down. It's actually a really great event. I've gone there myself. It's nice. It's nice to just be able to talk to somebody who kind of knows what they're doing about stuff that you don't know what you're doing about. So it's pretty neat. Let's see here. The Livable Community Volunteers is putting out an event at 5 p.m. Let your voice be heard and join us for a focus group. So they believe they do this also every once in a while. If you're a community volunteer and you're interested in connecting with other community volunteers, head down to 942 Olive Street at 5 p.m. and let your voice be heard in this focus group. Also, 5:30 p.m. at Shadow Fox, the Women in Tech Wednesdays is going on. Again, first Wednesday of every month. Women in Tech is Women in Tech Wednesday at Shadow Fox at 5:30 p.m. Also at 7 p.m., maybe 6:30 p.m. I need to look into that. Is the first Wednesday Game Dev Dinner. I'll be there. It's going to be awesome. At the Davis, which is right next door to Shadow Fox. That'll be at 7 or maybe 6:30. I'm not quite certain. I think there's some mismatching in the Facebook and Meetup side of things. Also, for our Corvallis friends, 6:30 p.m. at Laughing Planet Cafe in Corvallis, their June Conference is coming up at Corvallis. You can tell my voice. I'm starting to lose it. Throat's a little dry. Don't have any water. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it happen. All right. So that was Wednesday. A lot of stuff going on Wednesday, being the first week of the month. And so that's Wednesday. Not a lot of stuff going on the other days. Let's see here. Thursday, of course, Game Dev Happy Hour, 5:30 p.m. at the Starlight Lounge. Also, Code Corvallis is putting on a JavaScript Thursday at 6 p.m. at the Business Enterprise Center Incorporated. So for Corvallis friends, if you're interested in JavaScript, like I am, do check out JavaScript Thursday in Corvallis at the Business Enterprises Center Incorporated at 6 p.m. That's it. Thursday, Friday, of course, Open Hack Night every Friday and Tuesday, 6 p.m. at the Eugene Makerspace. Also, Teal is having their Teal Talk on Fridays, be at Rain Eugene, 4:30 p.m. Love the Teal folks. Never talked to them, never seen them, never met them. Still love them though. They do lots of stuff, so it's great. I get to talk about them every week, pretty much. It's great. And so sort of the big event for this month, I got a big old list of things here, is of course, mentioned a couple times before, the Eugene Maker Faire. It's coming up. It's going to be June 10th, this Saturday, at the Science Factory, starting at 10 a.m. Admission is $8 or $3 if you're a Science Factory member. Either way, super affordable for the amount of stuff that's going on here. So I just have a big old list here. So earlier today, I went on to the website, the Eugene.Makerfair website or whatever, and grabbed some of this stuff. So this event will be featuring, so far, it will be featuring Archimoto, Barnes & Noble Eugene, Bike Friday, Brewfest by Phenosity, the Co-Cycle, Compressed Air Rockets, Costumes for Causes, Destination Imagination, Dodeca Art Farm, Eugene Made, Eugene Makerspace, Eugene Public Library Maker Hub, Eugene Rocketry, Eugene Weavers Guild, K-12 in Oregon, NAWIC Eugene, Playwell Technologies, the Science Factory, of course, South Eugene Robotics Team will be there. Steamworks R&D Labs will be there. Team LEO Low Earth Orbit. will be there, as will Trapdoor Escape Rooms, UO Allen Price Science Commons and Research Library, as well as the Pleasant Hill, even a newer edition, the Pleasant Hill Robotics team will also be there with their robot representing them. So lots and lots of organizations and corporations and businesses going to be at the Maker Faire. It's going to be a fantastic event, super affordable. It's going to be an awesome day. So definitely, I know Mark's going to be there. Mark's all over it. So definitely, if you're all interested in checking out what's going on in sort of the Eugene Maker community, or if you're just interested in having a good time at a really cool fair with really cool stuff, do check it out. It'll be June 10th, this Saturday, at the Science Factory. It begins at 10 a.m. There is no end time on this. No end time. I only got 10 a.m. there in Backward Division. No end time. So that's it. You should go. I can't go. I have to work. But you should be there. Definitely. At least think about it. Because it's gonna be a blast. So yeah. That's happening this Saturday. Nothing happened Sunday. Nothing happened on Monday that I know of. At least I think extra stuff's happening. But again, Tuesday we've got some pretty cool stuff happening as well. So of course, TechTuesday right here at the Barn Live, 5:30 p.m. to whenever people kind of leave, as well as Open Hack Night, of course. The Eugene SQL Server Group is having a meeting June 13th, having a lunch meeting at 11:30 a.m. at Peaks Health Incorporated. This time, the SQL Server Group will be talking about the state of the IT job market. Specifically, they'll be talked to from, they'll have the speaker Dan Ertel, Business Development Manager at Info Group Northwest. He'll be talking about the state of the IT market. He's a seasoned technology consultant, many years of experience working in senior client-facing positions. Very insightful. Found to be a pretty darn good talk. 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Peace Health Incorporated building. Eugene SQL Server Group, their meetup for June is going to be there. And then finally, the thing I got to talk about is very dear to me because I'm actually putting it on right here at the Barn Light. Well, more specifically in the lobby of the Commerce Center. And I just got confirmation just this morning that we're actually going to be able to use it. In the lobby of the Commerce Center, which is right over there, if you can imagine where I'm pointing, if you have your frames of reference all figured out, will be the LCC Capstone Show-Off, or Showcase event. So, Lake Community College, every term, the students that graduate from both the web development and game development programs at LCC do a capstone that is designed as a group project, designed to challenge the students and sort of show what they got, right? And so previously, I did this capstone when I was graduating, and previously, really the only people who ever got to see it were the people who went to LCC itself to look at it and stuff, and we'll be wrangled into that classroom to look at these projects. So what we're going to do is we're going to take those projects, we're going to pop them right into the Broadway Commerce Center, right outside that door on Tech Tuesday. We're going to be here Tuesday between 6 o'clock and 8 p.m. right in there. Maybe even later, who knows. And we're just going to be showing off 6 projects from the LCC students. So that'll be 4 web development projects and 2 game development projects. I would love it if everybody possible would come. It'd be super awesome. Help to get these students' names out there, show off their great talent, as well as show them that there's actually, cool stuff going on in Eugene. That'll hopefully keep them in Eugene, so that we don't lose out on the great talent coming out of our great university. So yeah, so that's also happening Tuesday. Don't have a sheet for it because don't really need one. I wrote the sheet. I wrote the amendment for that one. So please go to that. Please go to the Eugene Maker Faire. Do make sure you check out the SQL Server user group meeting at lunchtime. No conflicts with that one. You can go to that one and the game capstone or the capstone showcase. And yeah, that's the events. So that's all the way from here to next Tuesday. We'll see you next Tuesday. Probably going to be a fun little time showing off some stuff. And I think Mark will be there as well. So yeah. That's our show today for June the 6th. And I will see you all next week. Bye.